Anyways, getting off topic here. So, moving on. There is a new commander. It is the next generation of Zex type commanders because it does have that additional 5th skill and automatically comes with the Awakening. So I went searching, and you know how like it's a 50-50. Sometimes they will post what the percentages are at level 60 and sometimes they won't. This time they didn't. So I'm not entirely sure the percentages. Oh well. It's a matter of how much it increases. Like there's no real way for me. It starts at 0.2% for the passive one, and we don't know for Reckoning. The second one, which is the one that we really do need to know. And then that their video of it was like, what? Why are you using tier 7 and 5 and 3 for your example? It didn't make any sense to me. Anyways, it's his first. His name's Matt. He's a Dracula. Probably been infected by whatever Zext is. With this whole arm thing going on and tentacles, I was thinking kind of like a Tokyo Ghoul kind of thing going on here. For those of you that watch anime. But I don't know. They're trying to make this like Dracula Kraken looking thing. I don't know. I like the way it's drawn. Don't get me wrong. I'm not joshing on that one, but it's definitely. Maybe he was a captain and fell into the wall. I don't know. Since I don't have the commander, I can't look at his bio, and they didn't give a bio for him. But his first skill is Decay. It's a passive one. It's always active essentially after hitting the current target. Infantry inflicts additional damage equal to a certain rate of equal damage of 2% or 0.2% of the target's current. God, I can't talk or read anymore. I got the stupid or something on. Additional damage equal to 0.2% of the target's current HP to the target and increases the target's damage taken by 0.2% for 1 turn. So the way that reads, it's not a stacking skill. It's just something that every time, that's what the percentage is. Right? That's how everybody hear it that way. It's not a stacking skill.
Nah, I didn't read it that way. I mean, it could be. I don't know. There's been a lot of times that 7P like has said that they was going to do something and it didn't. Like, you know, or they actually, it says what it's supposed to do and then they shadow nerf it, like, right before a very important GC match. Anyways, so I don't know. We'll find out. And I mean, even when we find out, they might shadow patch it because they realize it's too good, and it might break off their top contender for money.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. I'm shit talking you, 7P. I know what you did to Delaria. Fuck you.
Tell me how you really feel.
No, I'm pissed. They did it literally a day before the GC match with TMB. They shadow patched her before we faced TMB.
Oof. So,
and that was, anyways, it is what it is. Like, fuck you, 7P. You know what you did, and you know why you did it, because TMB was being big crybabies. Oh, and guess what? They still lost, so suck my nuts.
Can't have a Westerner guild, fight a Western guild.
Yeah, I know. God forbid. God forbid a Western guild wins GC. And oh, guess what? Even with your bullshit shadow patch, they still lost. Get fucked. Fuck TMB and fuck Raz if you're watching.
Wow. Okay. Aggressive.
No, they deserve it and they know it. You bitch so hard because we had a counter to your Zeth that they shadow patched it. And guess what? You still got shit on. Like, how are you so bad that you have 7P doing strings for you and you still fucking lost? Fucking trash.
Shots fired.
Like, suck more dick. It might help you win the next GC. Who knows?
Well, this is the replay I was talking about. This is the one that Seven Pirates posted on their Facebook page. As you see, they're using tier 7, tier 5, all the way down to lurkers, tier 2.
Which is also something we've complained about. Like, use T12.
And then they have T12 in the Dragon Slayer, but they don't have any T12 on the actual commander that we're looking at. It's like, okay, are we trying to make it boosted a little more than it should be, for one? Two, Dragon Slayer also is not... It's a shitty fucking comm to compare him to. Because his...
Well, yeah, especially because she has no fucking defense. Like,
well, it's not even that. His second skill, Reckoning, and this is why, Reckoning has a chance to trigger this before taking action, removing all buffs on the target, which with each successful removal increases own damage. DS doesn't buff herself. So you really can't get any true reading on this Reckoning skill. Like, does it really amp up enough?
yeah, like it's fucking retarded.
Anything? Because the one that they showed us, in terms of an example, she doesn't fucking buff herself. So right now, I can tell you right now, absolutely. His second skill, not saying the commander in general, his second skill will have pretty much no effect on Dragon Slayer unless the fourth skill of best offense is triggered. Okay, that's the only time that she buffs herself if you put a fourth skill on her, for example.
Which offense. Then, if you're using canes, you know, which most infantry comms do.
Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
Hey, fuck you, Resistance.
What?
What I do?
You know, you know what you did.
I done nothing.
That poll says otherwise, sir. You know what I'm gonna do? Just yoink. Anyways, continue, Yoda.
Well, you might as well delete the poll. There you go. Okay, you are.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Right,
I got
you
it.
two play nice. So then we have his fifth skill, Overloaded. All right, this is, again, it translated very poorly in my opinion because of some of the verbiage on the second end of it. I made the question out on this actual post. I don't think we'll check here in a moment if I got any response, which I don't think I did because they never respond to anything on Facebook, so whatever. Anyways, after this action ends, they can take another action which also can trigger skills. The second action's attack damage is part of the normal attack damage. I'm reading it slowly on purpose, guys. Overloaded soldiers will skip the next action turn. Based on the soldier types, both sides have, when they enter the battlefield, every 2 types of soldiers will act an additional time. I don't understand what that means. Based on the soldier types both sides have, when they enter the battlefield, every 2 types of soldiers will act an additional time. Is it... Well, now that I'm thinking about it, is that why they have so many different types of troops here?
Yes.
Right, but you could use different types.
That gives it an extra 5 attacks.
So overloaded soldiers will skip the next, but this is the part that concerns me too. Overloaded soldiers will skip the next action turn. So it acts like wings, but
I wonder if you can stack wings on top of it too. If so, that's a lot of turns.
They probably won't allow that.
Or sleep bomb. Well, imagine. Well, I mean, you remember Stella with sleep bomb used to be the shit. This dude with sleep bomb would be the exact same, no? Because if
Well,
he does the
no.
different troop types, he's getting an extra 5 turns, not including POI.
Well, we'll play the replay here so you can kind of see how their example is. But major disclaimer here: in their replay, Reckoning absolutely isn't doing anything. There's no way to tell what Reckoning is doing because there's no debuff occurring. Because there's no buff to
Don't
take
forget
away.
about the
Um,
tear suppression they're running.
So what, he ignores tear suppression?
wait, what?
No,
They're not running. They don't show you what they're running.
Well,
They're
that's
not.
what the fuck are you talking about, Resistance?
They don't
I
show you
was
what
hoping
gear.
to see some damage on that T12, but there was no damage on the T12. That's what I was talking about.
Well, we'll come back to this in just a second, guys. I apologize. I have to go address something, so I'm gonna put this into a.
I'm take this as an opportunity to skedaddle. Y'all have fun.
Oh, you're gonna leave?
Yeah. Well,
Why are
I've
you
been in
leaving
here
us?
an hour and a half helping. Come on now, you got Resistance.
I'm about to be leaving. I got a kid, dog.
Oh goodness. Okay, then we'll just watch whatever the other thing. I can wait here. Because I
Hippity
do want you
hoppity,
guys to.
give me the zoppity. Rest in peace, OJ.
No. So, anyways, so here's the replay. So
Homie pulled out the no.
So he's missing a lot. So he doesn't have a auto hit. Loses his second slot. Reckoning isn't doing shit. But it's that overloaded thing that I don't know what's occurring to make it like he hits and then that additional action.
So kind of like Double Edge. Maybe, Mysterious Warrior Double Edge or Backstab.
Oh no, that's a decay. That's his passive skill that's occurring. So if you hit, then it's like, well, it's a passive skill. So kind of like, what was the new one where it was like Dragon Slayer's, it's like Dragon Slayer skill, but you're not hitting all 6 slots. You're only hitting the 1 slot. It's where it does additional damage. That's what the decay is. That first skill.
It's kind of like the time bombs from Lady and the Beast.
No, I wouldn't say it like that. It's definitely it's basically, I would say it's like Dragon Slayer's skill, but you're only hitting that 1 slot per shot.
So Nick
Shockwave.
Wang's skill.
Yeah, but Nick Wang hits the biggest, or the largest slot in a troop number. So it's essentially a combination of their skills, but it's whatever slot's being hit in that moment.
Yeah, you've completely fucking confused me now.
Well, Nick Wang's skill is the same. It's the same concept. Only it hits like if you have 1 ranger or 3 rangers on 1 each per slot, but you have 500 of T12 in your 4th slot. He hits the ranger, but the 500 in the 4th slot's the one that actually takes the additional damage because it goes after the highest slot, not a catty corner or adjacent or anything like that.
So it's basically like any of the poison effects.
Poison effect?
Right?
Like who?
Like Lady and the Beast time bombs. It targets after the attack, it targets the slot.
Well, this
That
one
was just
says a
attack.
number will die equal to the activator's units. This one says damage equal to blank of the increasing taken by the increases. So that's not even. Sorry. Yeah. After hitting the target, inflicts additional damage equal to the target's HP and increasing the target's damage taken by blank for 1 turn. To where, oh, by the target's HP. Which one has it? So is it more like a no, it's defense debuff.
Hey, anyways, I'm going to skedaddle. Y'all have fun.
Wow. Well,
You're not allowed to.
Don't fucking wow me. I've been here the whole damn time.
You're not allowed to leave.
oh no, I hit the wrong button. Right. Close that. So it's the new commander. It's got the 5th skill. When this will be released is going to be available in the next event for year 8 anniversary. Is he worth it? Obviously, there's something to him that will make him worth it. Just with that 5th skill, we'll be seeing him. Whether or not he's going to be a challenge to Zex, that's a different conversation. The other issue to this too is they make it so difficult now to get these new comms that it's very hard for me to go and run my own sims for me to actually give you guys a verifiable breakdown of the commander. So there's that too. So I apologize it's not my fault, but I'll apologize on behalf of 7 Pirates for not making it easy for us to get these commanders so that we could actually figure out how they work. But just to kind of go over to like some of the comments that were being made on this post, this one person said, sorry to break it to you 7 Pirates, but I'm 1 kidney short already and I can't survive without a kidney. Another one says, is this going to be a grind event to get the commander, or are you expecting us to pay with our souls? Ark of War, the War of the Universe, also have a word with your customer service team as they are failing to uphold their terms of service contract, whatever. Another person kind of responded to that one saying, I have been playing since the very beginning and I quit 2 months ago. They have taken what was once a good thing and put it into something that was just unplayable anymore for them. Which is true. We talk about that. As we've seen a lot of people just leaving. Another person said, you know damn well that this is a $1,000 commander from for these guys to just rip us off. And even then, I think $1,000 for a commander is still too much. I think that's for a fictitious game as this, with no physical, actual, like, something I can hold in my hand other than a phone that's projecting this item. I think it's ridiculous. Here, another person responds to it that you already know the answer to that 7P is proving themselves more and more lately with so much new gear and comms, but sadly most of us have to cut our spending and losing the competitive edge regardless. And that's true. I mean, people have gotten to a point where they just don't want to spend any money on it anymore. If you haven't joined the Discord, go into the description, link to the Discord, join in. If you hadn't seen the announcement already, I did start a Patreon if you want to help me help you guys. There is a link in the announcements for that. Any money collected will go to proceeds to get things out to the community. I know, for example, one of my goals was like Melt was creating like mouse pads and fun things to give away. And he was using his revenue from the YouTube channel to do that. So it's something I would like to do, and if it does help ease people into promoting that, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that money to generate things that can be given back to the community and try to make it more interactive than just watching a video with a bunch of us shitting on 7 Pirates. As fun as it can be.